Here we go with another episode of Facts with Filbee. Welcome to episode 4. We are blessed to live in an age where we have such a variety of games to choose from. We have shooters, MMOs, puzzle games, strategy simulators, and so many more. But regardless of your preference, today I want to look at the story aspect of the gaming world. On a side note, I am going to keep this one game per series so we don't overlap too much. Please be aware there will be spoilers ahead. So with that being said, and in no particular order, here are 15 story-driven games you must experience at least once in this lifetime. Number 1. Journey, developed by That Game Company and Santa Monica Studios. Journey places you in control of a robed figure travelling across a vast desert towards a mountain in the distance. A multiplayer title, but with no ability to communicate via speech or text, this game plays a heavy part on atmosphere and emotion. A wordless story told through gameplay and visual-only cutscenes, this really gives you a sense of smallness and wonder. A beautifully visual game, this gives you the power of your own imagination as you picture your own story and character development along your journey. This title, unsurprisingly, was the winner of several Game of the Year awards. I wanted to make this game the first game on the list solely because of the emotional journey it personally took me on. In at number 2, Mad Max by Avalanche Studios. Troubled with the loss of his wife and daughter, Max battles demons buried deep inside himself as he just tries to survive this new way of life. Set in the same universe as the film franchise, this title, released in 2015, takes us across a vast and barren wasteland, meeting a cast of colourful characters along the way as we explore the ruins of a civilization that once was. Beautiful and breathtaking, and an excellent combat system that's fair but tough, this game will leave you with nothing short of places to explore. Ammunition is very scarce, causing you to be more cautious on how you approach each and every situation. Delving deeper into the story, and as you venture north, it begins to look more like the life he had once before. In my personal opinion, this is one of the most underrated games of all time. Available on a variety of platforms including Windows, PS4 and Xbox One, this is a must experience for all gaming fans out there.
Inside the other gives birth, so to blaze by godly plug ignite. Revolution upon revolution, rejoice! Please, don't kill Chum Bucket, please!
Number 3. HELLBLADE, SENUA'S Sacrifice by Ninja Theory. Released originally in 2017, this action-adventure tells the story of Senua, a warrior, as she embarks on a journey to Helheim in order to rescue the soul of her dead lover from the goddess Hela. Psychological horror is a heavy theme as we witness the psychosis struggles of Senua, who believes that she is somewhat cursed by an entity known only as the Darkness. Troubled as the voices in her head attempt to cloud her judgment as we uncover a disturbing backstory. Slow gameplay but paced very well in respect to the theme. This title was heavily praised for the excellent performance by Melina Juergens. Available on the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Wii and Windows PC, this is a must purchase for psychological gaming fans out there.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow.
Number 4. Until Dawn by Supermassive Games. An interactive horror set upon a snowy mountain, 8 young adults return to a ski lodge on the anniversary of a tragic accident. Early on, the group gets separated in order to defuse an argument, but this makes the upcoming situation more suspenseful. Hunted and taunted by a maniac, at first glance this game gives the impression of a typical teen slasher, but with so many twists and turns, it takes a dramatic change that absolutely no one would see coming. With every single decision leading to a different outcome, how will your decisions affect the game, and how many will survive the night? Taking inspiration from such video game titles as Heavy Rain, Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and with a top-billed cast including Rami Malek and Hayden Panettiere, this 2015 survival horror will keep you in suspense throughout.
No! No! Shit! No! Get down! Run! No!
Number 5. Detroit Become Human by Quantic Dream. Directed by David Cage, famous for such titles as Fahrenheit and Beyond Two Souls, Become Human tells a narrative-driven story of several androids as they attempt to subdue their deviant urges brought on by the mistreatment from their human masters. Playing as 3 separate characters, we follow each one's respective path as they form their own destiny. In a tense game of cat and mouse between the deviants and the police force, this interactive drama is full of suspense, where every single decision you make will alter the outcome. A fantastic story with an astonishing cast, this title makes you want to carefully think about every decision you make, although you may not have time to do so. Released in 2018 as a PS4 exclusive, then in 2019 on Windows PC, and with so many different endings, its replayability value is at a high. This masterpiece is definitely one for the ages.
Goddamn pigeons! What are you waiting for? Chase it!
Number 6. Red Dead Redemption 2 by Rockstar Games. If there is anyone left in the world who has yet to enjoy this masterpiece, what exactly are you waiting for? Set as a prequel to the 2010 original, this 2018 release surpassed what we thought could never be done. It took one of the greatest stories of all time and made it greater. In 1899, we play as Arthur Morgan, a top gunman in the Vandalin gang, as we live the life of an outlaw. An incredible narrative telling a tale of loyalty, betrayal and family, this western has definitely earned its place on this list and in the heart of many. With a huge and beautiful open world, there is always something to do and always somewhere to explore. We get to witness top performances by such stars as Benjamin Byron Davis and Roger Clark as we endure this heartbreaking journey of a man's life. With releases across all platforms including PC, there is now nothing holding you back from enjoying this fantastic title.
Either you got a lazy eye or lack of respect. Which is it, boy?
I ain't got no lazy eye. No respect for the likes of you.
Well, maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black, on your behalf.
Number 7. The Last of Us by Naughty Dog. This post-apocalyptic title tells the story of Joel Miller, a loving father who suffers a terrible tragedy. Jumping 20 years after the fall of mankind, Joel is now a smuggler with a reputation for getting the job done. This leads him to being tasked with escorting Ellie, a young and rebellious teen, across a broken land that once was. Unbeknownst to Joel, Ellie has a secret. Danger lurks around every corner from both human and infected alike. Seemingly unwilling at first, Joel and Ellie begin to form a special bond. This incredible narrative, heavily inspired by The Road, a book by Cormac McCarthy, is captivated perfectly by Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson in what has to be one of the best acting performances in gaming history. An emotionally driven title, this makes you feel greatly for the characters, leading to The Last of Us being one for the ages.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey! We need help.
Stop!
Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
Number 8. Heavy Rain by Quantic Dream. A powerful story of how much a father is willing to do for his child, this 2010 release captured the heart of gamers from all walks of life. This PlayStation exclusive puts us in control of Ethan Mars. Traumatized after the loss of his son and in a 6-month coma, Ethan falls into a deep depression, suffering a series of blackouts. Tragedy strikes once more as his only other child, Sean, is snatched away during one of Ethan's episodes. While attempting to escape the clutches of the media, Ethan later checks himself into a small motel. But the kidnapper, now known as the Origami Killer, tracks down Ethan and sets a series of tasks for him in an attempt to see just how far a man will push himself to save his only remaining child. Grueling challenges await Ethan, each one putting his own life in peril. To what lengths will Ethan go?
You have reached your destination. Are you ready to show your courage in order to save your son? Listen carefully.
Number 9. The Witcher 3 by CD Projekt Red. The third title in the series tells the story of Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher by trade, as he embarks on a journey in search of his missing adopted daughter, Ciri. Because of the elder blood she possesses, Ciri is targeted by the Wild Hunt, an elven master race who wish to use her to save their own homeland from the White Frost. Released in 2015 across a multitude of platforms, The Witcher 3 gives the player an incredible story of companionship and shows us the lengths of what one will do to protect the one he loves. Aided with an incredible combat and magic system, this lengthy tale is definitely one for lovers of the fantasy role-playing genre. And let us not forget about the addictive game of Gwent.
Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
Number 10. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End by Naughty Dog. The second title by Naughty Dog to make this list, Uncharted 4 tells an incredible tale of love, greed and betrayal. Taking us across a variety of locations, Nathan Drake, seemingly unsettled with retirement, is roped into one more hunt, the lost treasure of the infamous pirate Henry Avery. With an incredible cast of familiar faces and top performances by both Troy Baker and Nolan North, this action-adventure will keep you entertained with its comedic value, intriguing story and fast-paced action sequences. Told to us through a series of flashbacks, this narrative leaves you in suspense with its unforeseeable twists and turns. The last title in the series, this is a game you do not want to pass up.
Looks good.
So, how was your day?
What? Got none of that.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. How was your day?
Oh, it was fine. Typical day in paradise. I got to pull a bunch of garbage out of a river. Yes.
Number 11. LA Noire by Rockstar Games. Set in 1940s Los Angeles, we take control of Detective Cole Phelps, a war hero with a keen eye for detail and excellent intuition skills. His time in the Marines, revealed through a series of flashbacks, gives us more and more of an insight to Phelps' character and why he chooses to approach situations in a particular manner. Cracking a number of tough cases, we rise through the ranks of the LAPD, uncovering corruption within. Partnered with a band of colourful characters, and with the majority of cases being based on real-life events such as the Black Dahlia murders, this story really grasps the seedy atmosphere of the Los Angeles underworld. Unlike the usual Rockstar titles, this time we get to see the world from the other side of the law.
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Number 12. God of War by Santa Monica Studios. From the same company who brought us Journey, God of War takes a more emotional approach to the franchise. The 8th title in the series, this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive released back in 2018. As Kratos, mourning the loss of his wife Faye, we set upon a journey with our young son Atreus to honour Faye's last wish to have her ashes scattered at the highest peak of all the 9 realms. Set in ancient Scandinavia in the realm of Midgard, this takes us on an epic journey, bringing us some of the most memorable friends and foes. God of War tells a story like no other. A heartwarming tale of a bond between father and son, this is sure to have you enticed throughout. With an excellent combat system and incredible narrative, this was one of 2018's Games of the Year.
And yet you hide out here in the woods like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Number 13. Grand Theft Auto 4 by Rockstar Games. I may get a little backlash for not choosing the latest installment, but as far as storytelling goes, GTA 4 tops all of the others in the series. A 2008 title released across several platforms, we play as Eastern European immigrant Niko Bellic. Upon arriving to the shores of Liberty City in promise of a luxurious lifestyle, Niko soon realises he is being duped. We quickly learn that everyone's favourite cousin, Roman, is indebted to loan sharks, and he requires Niko's assistance in driving them away. Niko Bellic has bigger plans in the long run. In an incredible story of rags to riches, we follow Niko as he makes a name for himself throughout the entire city. With his military past haunting him, this tells the tale of betrayal, revenge and commitment. With 2 excellent DLCs to enjoy, this is a must-have for everyone.
Well, I guess this is over.
What have you done?
What does it look like?
We're dead!
No, he's dead. We're fine.
Number 14. Mafia Definitive Edition by 2K Games. This 2020 title is a remaster of the original 2002 game. Set in the 1930s during the Great Depression, down-on-his-luck taxi driver Tommy Angelo is muscled into helping members of the Salieri crime family. 2 rival gangsters from the Morello family assumed Tommy was working with Salieri and hunt him down, leading him to seek protection. This leads to Tommy being brought into the world of organised crime. A beautiful story set against an even more beautiful backdrop, this is the story of how one man can make it if he has what it takes. Told in a sequence of flashbacks to a detective as we learn from the beginning that Tommy wants out. Friendship, romance and chaos become the norm for Tommy Angelo. But is there really only one way out of this lifestyle?
Get down!
And last on the list at number 15, The Walking Dead by Telltale Games. Although all 4 seasons are incredible, the first is where it really shines the most. Convicted criminal Lee Everett is being transported to prison for the murder of his wife's secret lover, unbeknown to him that a zombie apocalypse is upon them. After the patrol car has an accident, Lee finds himself surrounded by the dead. Narrowly escaping, we find ourselves in the company of a young sweet girl called Clementine who has been alone for several days due to the outbreak. Assuming a parental role of the recently orphaned child, we travel across states in search of safe haven, meeting several survivors along our journey. This, for me personally, is by far one of the most heartwarming and heartbreaking in-game stories of all time. This is a tale of bond, fatherhood and love, and if you were to just choose one from this list, I would make it this one. Winner of multiple awards, you 100% need to experience this.
What's this thing?
Daddy said it's called a salt lick.
Yeah, but don't lick it. It's gross.
Did you lick it?
I don't know.
So there you have it, that was 15 of the best story-driven games to date. I'm sure there were plenty that didn't make the list that maybe should have, so maybe we'll do a second video one day. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. Of course, if you did and you wish to be updated on future content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Don't forget to hit that like button too. Social media links are below if you feel you'd like to get in touch or just simply use the comment section. And with that being said, thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.